This is what people with two eyes think that someone who lost an eye sees. And I'm here to hold your hand and say that this is so funny and so wrong. By the way, my name is Mariel and I am 26 years old. I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma when I was 2 years old, and it has been 24 years since I've been living with one eye. And I've made content about how to live with one eye and some testimonies as well. So if you would like to learn more, please don't forget to follow me here on whatever social media platform I have posted this video on. Go to part 2.
Disclaimer, I used a voice effect because all my voiceovers sounded muffled. When a person with two eyes would focus on an object right in front of them, let's say this small alcohol bottle, they can still see in their peripheral vision what is to their right and what is to their left. So in this image, we can still see the sharpener at our right and the notebook at our left. But if a person who lost their left eye is staring at the same direction, they can still see in their peripheral vision to their right the sharpener, but when it comes to their peripheral vision to their left, because they are blind there, they can still slightly see the notebook but not as much as the person with two eyes. Okay, so let's compare. Again, this is what a person with two eyes sees when they focus on the object in the middle. Person who lost their left eye. Two eyes, one eye. The difference is more apparent if the person slightly turns to the right. So in the perspective of a person with two eyes, in their peripheral vision to the left, they can still slightly see the notebook. But for a person who lost their left eye and they turn slightly to the right, notice that they no longer see in their peripheral vision the notebook. Again, let's compare. So this is two eyes, one eye, two eyes, one eye. The same logic can be applied to someone who lost their right eye. So this is the perspective of someone who lost their right eye and they're focusing on the object at the center. Perspective of someone with two eyes. One eye, two eyes. Notice that the person with two eyes, if they turn slightly to the left, they can still see in their peripheral vision the sharpener. But for a person who lost their right eye, even just turning slightly to the left, they no longer see the sharpener in their peripheral vision.
Go to part 3. Now, some of you might be wondering, Mariel, if majority of your life you have lived with only one eye, how on earth did you learn these things? Like, how was I able to tell the difference between someone living with two eyes and someone living with one eye? And I would credit that to my experience of learning how to drive as a disabled person. So in that experience, I had to really pay attention to all the details and everything. And it was a lot of learning curves that me and my father had to go through because it was his first time not only teaching a child or his child how to drive, but teaching a disabled child at that. And it's my first time to encounter not just driving but realizing like, oh my gosh, there are really these differences, and that tension between me and my father, and when it came to learning how to drive, that one really pushed me or made me realize, okay, this is what my father sees, but this is what I actually see. So that's how I'm able to explain very well why I can know the difference between someone who has two eyes and the vision of someone like me. And also, it's an accumulation of years, the past 24 years since I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma. I'm 26 years old now, and I was diagnosed at 2 years old. So it took me years to figure this out, and I'm glad to share this information. But With such knowledge also comes with great responsibility. Now please, 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 just because I turn to the right because I'm blind in my left side and I don't see anything to the left, doesn't mean that I cannot turn my head to see what I need to see in my blind spot, okay?
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. How does Fury even see these?
He turns.
Sounds exhausting.